You'd think these would get food out of your teeth a little better than they do, but guess not. All right. Hey, welcome back to the channel if you're a regular. If not, hey, nice to have you here. Here is my down and dirty review of the Yamaha SEQTRAK. What is it with manufacturers coming up with names that everybody has problems with? I've heard all kinds of variations of that name. And here we are. So I'm going to fire this up while I'm blabbing. All right. When this came out, I saw the videos. I got all hyped for pre-order. I pre-ordered it while I just introduced this little guy into my life, Mike. And I had to wait. I'm not one of the cool kids who gets gear early. So as I'm waiting, I'm falling madly in love with this device. And what happens when that happens is you start to lose interest in this. And then it shows up one day and you go, okay, now the bar is set. And this is coming from a man who has had the OP1, circuit tracks, and all that. So I know a significant amount about these devices, and this set the bar so much so that I went out and got a Digitone too, and that is blowing my mind as we speak, as I'm still learning that. In fact, I'm still learning all these devices. And then this comes along, and what happens is it takes the allure and shine off of this device when you've been having so much fun with these Elektron devices. So I step in this. Now, I can appreciate a few things about this device. The first one is the cost. New, I think I got it for $425 with tax out the door. It's mobile. It looks all right to me. I dig the looks, even though it's, you know, Minecraft cigarette. You know, I can appreciate the little speaker, even though it sucks. All the little speakers on these little group boxes always suck. And the other thing I like is the quick, like the repeater, the high pass, and whatnot. That's fun to play with. Instant access right there. And so when I jump to this, I feel like I'm taking a step back, even though, yeah, it's stereo and tons of storage and all that. But there's just something about it that just, it's not winning me over when I'm coming from this world, from the Digitakt world. And so to me, it's still feeling like a downgrade. Now, if you get a used one of these guys, one of these Digitakts or Digitones or Syntax, you could save some bucks that way and get it somewhat close, especially the older Digitakt and Digitone. You can get it somewhat close to this. But, yeah, you can't really... It's tough comparing. Let's put it that way. I feel like, you know, do you want to see a kid's movie or do you want to see an awesome grown-up movie? You know, that kind of mentality right now. Now, I know you could do advanced stuff with this, but then you're busting out an iPad. And when you just want to work on a device and you don't want to incorporate other devices, that's a downer. Also, the knobs and whatnot in the software, which they did a great job, by the way. I mean, I don't know how you would get that better. But there's something about touching touchscreen stuff versus everything's right here. Everything's awesomely knobby, and clacky and all that other stuff. This has some clacks too, but which leads me to some of the down side of this, which is these buttons. See that right there? You got to be dead on, otherwise you get inconsistency. And if you're trying to move quick doing stuff, that's not fun. So, and I know I'm not the only one. Other people have been complaining about, you know, the trigs, even though these aren't trigs, those are trigs, whatever. That's one of my complaints. The fit and finish doesn't feel like a tank. I know it's cheaper, like the Digitakt does. It's a little wobbly on there. And my biggest complaint, the thing I've been having the toughest time with, is the side buttons. I like to hop on these devices at night in the dark in my bed. That's where I kind of unwind and try to learn about stuff. And if it's dark, good luck trying to figure out these buttons, especially if you're new to the device. And so So you have to bust out a little tiny light and see what's going on, and okay, there's this and there's that, and then you have to try to commit it to memory. That hasn't been fun. The feel of the buttons haven't really been fun. If you have big hands, move on. This is not the device for you. Go with this, pay a little bit more, find one used, and pay just a little bit more, and you'll love it. The sound quality's all right, you know, but again, it still kind of feels like a downgrade going from a Digitakt to this. Sound-wise, I kept hearing the hype of Digitakt and Digitone and all that, and I didn't buy into it until I actually got my hands on one. And then I had that moment that I love getting with all devices where I go, oh, and something clicks, and I just, oh, there it is. This is a winner device, and that's it. And so once I have that moment, then I'm like, this I haven't had. I have not had that moment. Doesn't mean this is a bad device. This is something that I would get for kids and whatnot, and have them get into it. It's very approachable. And I would say that I'm going to have to give the sucks button to this for now. Now, it could be firmware revisions hit, all that, and it turns into a monster of a machine, especially for the price, and they figure a lot of stuff out, and there you go. But for now, yeah. Anyway, I'll give you a little taste of the sound for those who haven't heard. I don't know if I have anything on this. On this effects, I'm not hearing anything. Can I maybe do something else? Oh, there we go, something. So, yeah. I don't know. You could load some awesome sounds on there, you know, it really is a sampler at the end of the day, but it's just, I wanted to love this so bad, and I get what they're trying to do, but I miss screens. I miss having an actual screen instead of having to tie it in. Ooh, I think this thing's almost out of batteries. It's blinking at me. Instead of having to tie it into an iPad, it's just, I feel like we're so close to good, just a real solid device, but it's just not there. And maybe the second one, when it comes out, they'll address a lot of this stuff. They'll do bigger keys. I don't have like huge hands, so I could still navigate with this, but it's not like this. Now, the ultimate device, of course, there's no such thing as like the perfect device, but the ultimate device for me would be something equivalent to this, make it mobile, and put a real speaker on it. I don't know, that'd be pretty rad. But for now, man, it's not doing it for me. Now, this doesn't mean goodbye forever for me. It just means goodbye for now. Because I think in time, especially you knock off like $100, find this used or whatnot. Oh, totally. Just grab it and have fun with it and learn as much as you want. And hey, you're traveling around, take this. This would be more of a bear to take around than this. And so for now, it's the sucks button, but just for now.
That sucks really, really bad.
See you on the next one.